Luthor Harkon, the Shattered King, a tale of a fractured mind.
Luthor Harkon isn't just mad, he's a walking graveyard of souls. When lizardman glyphs shattered his mind, they didn't break it, they multiplied it. Each shard became a new nightmare. This isn't a story of a vampire, this is an autopsy of insanity. First mind the lost child. She searches endlessly for her doll Anna, a symbol of her stolen humanity. When Anna is missing, she butchers women with blonde hair, Anna's look, and stitches their skins into new dolls. Canon source Terror in the Old World RPG. She once turned an entire Sartosan brothel into dollhouses filled with skin puppets. Wilhelmina wanders the castle halls, clutching empty air. Her doll Anna is lost, always lost. And when panic sets in, she hunts. Young women with blonde hair dragged screaming into workshops. "Let's make you pretty forever," she whispers, peeling skin like parchment. Her dolls never rot, they just stare. Glass eyes sewn into trembling flesh. "Anna, where did you goog?" Sancho the Mad Naturalist. Sancho the Mad Naturalist. The horror believes he's an Astalian scholar studying Lustrian wildlife, feeds living prisoners to insects, documenting their agonies as data. Canon. Source Lustria, realm of the Amazons. His lab in New Bechefen holds tanks where humans rot while beetles eat their eyes. Sancho doesn't see cruelty, he sees science. His journals detail how long a man survives while fire ants devour his tongue. He calls victims specimens. Their shrieks? Vocal resonance data. This is cruelty weaponized as curiosity. Insects swarming over chained prisoners. Sancho's laboratory smells of formaldehyde and open bowels. He calls his victims specimens, logs their screams as data. "Observe," he murmurs, dropping a spider into a sailor's ear canal. Fascinating, the subject's vocal pitch rises 17% during ocular dissolution. His journals bulge with sketches, men dissolving in acid vats, skinks force-fed parasites. This isn't science, it's predation, disguised as curiosity. Sancho's calm voice, "Next specimen, prepare the bone saw." Red Neil, the butcher's banquet. The horror throws tavern nights in New Bechefen, where rum is mixed with paralytic poison. Guests who pass out are dismembered and stacked as keg sculptures. Canon. Source White Dwarf No. 315. After one binge, 60 bodies were found arranged as a drunken pyramid. Red Neil isn't a pirate. He's a slaughterhouse artist. His parties end in groaning mounds of limbs. He toasts to good company, as zombies play accordions with human intestines. This is madness as celebration. New Beachafen's taverns reek of rum and fresh slaughter. Red Neil toasts with a tankard of blood. "Drink up, lads!" They don't know the rum's laced with paralytic toad venom. When the last man collapses, the party begins. Limbs arranged as obscene art. Rib cages as candle holders. Neil laughs, wiping gore from his beard. "Best night ever!" Neil's drunken roar. Another round of entrails. Renhard the skin-thrown tyrant. The horror believes zombie crews are disloyal subjects. Orders executions for treason, e.g. a zombie tripping. Flays traitor vampires, wearing their skins as coats. Canon source, uniforms and heraldry of the vampire coast. His throne room has chandeliers made of rib cages. Renhard's paranoia turns corpses into conspirators. He executes skeletons for plotting. His captains wear their predecessors' skins as uniforms. In his mind, justice. In reality, a theatre of the grotesque. Renhard von Leibowitz sees traitors in crumbling skeletons. That zombie glanced at me treacherously, off with its head. His loyal captains wear their predecessors' tanned hides. Rebellion festers in every shadow, he shrieks, while drinking wine from a goblet carved from his navigator's skull. Paranoia made flesh, and flayed flesh made decor. Reinhard's hysterical decree, "Bring me more skin for my throne."
The Ancient One, the cosmic abomination. The horror claims to be an old one betrayed by the Slan. Uses Slan artifacts to tear reality. Once opened a warp rift that turned 100 zombies into screaming flesh cubes. Canon source End Times Nagash. He sacrificed vampires in rituals to unmake magic. This isn't Harkon, it's something wearing his skin. It speaks in tongues that bleed listeners' ears. When it chants, space twists. Victims don't die, they unravel. This shard doesn't want power, it wants oblivion. When the Ancient One awakens, stars bleed. It speaks in tongues that blister stone. I am older than death. Slan relics burn in its hands. As it unravels minions into screaming fractals, behold the void behind magic. This shard doesn't seek power, it seeks uncreation, and it wears Luthor Harkon's face like a cheap mask.
The curse of immortality. Was Harkon's fracturing a curse or an escape? Each persona let him commit atrocities his core self couldn't. In the end, Isabella didn't kill a vampire. She dissolved a hall of mirrors, each reflection a different monster. His true madness? He never knew which face was real. In Sylvania's mud, his many faces finally melted. Wilhelmina wept. Sancho observed, Neil laughed, as Isabella von Carstein reduced him to foul liquid. A fitting end for a man who drowned in his own mind. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. Remember that this is a new Chanel and you can make the difference with one click.